Now, I'm sure you guys should know by now how much I love the BMW 3 Series, so much so to the point I actually bought one myself. Now, as many of you guys requested, for today's video, I'm going to give you guys an almost 1 year, over 10,000 kilometers update on my car. Time literally flew past so fast, alright? It felt like yesterday that I just collected this car off the showroom floor with just 20 kilometers on the odometer, alright? And this year is actually the 50th anniversary of the BMW 3 Series itself. And today, there's an event later I'll be heading to, and what better way than taking my own 3 Series to the 3 Series event to celebrate and to show you all the cars there, alright? And one of the reasons why did I choose to buy the 3 Series. Alright, without further ado, let's go. You guys can be able to relate actually to the same feeling. That another thing would be that the range on this kind of... Every time I drive this car, as cheesy as it may sound, but I feel very proud and happy and excited whenever I'm behind the wheel of this car. Like, even though I drive it every day, right? But every time I sit inside, yeah, I really feel that proud, because this car used to be my dream car when I was young, okay? I always do, like, you know, what modification should I do? I take a paper, I write what I want to do for this car once I get this car. Alright, but obviously I can't now because it's under warranty. And one thing I love about this car is the proportions of this car are just right. It's not too big, not too small. It's literally the sweet spot between sporty and practical. It has the muscular and athletic look. It's aggressive, and it's a look that I can never get bored looking at. Every time I park my car, I would look back, I would take a few photos. So if you look at my phone album, right, you have a lot of photos of my car. That's when you know you bought a right car. And not only that, if you notice yourself, right, if you notice this, that let's say when you're driving, right, and then suddenly you see the same car, let's say you see another G20 on the road, and makes you feel very excited and very happy. When you look at it, you take some few photos of the car as well. That's when you know that you really bought the right car. Because whenever I spot a G20, it doesn't matter it's a 320, 330, M340i, I would still take photos of it, because yeah, it's really, you know, the car from outside, it looks really good. Because oftentimes, right, you don't get to see the car outside on the road driving, right, because you're always sitting inside. So to be able to see other car which looks like yours driving outside, yeah, the feeling is just, you know, it's great. Okay, now on to the points on a few things that I found out as an owner after driving it for almost 1 year, about 10,000, almost 11,000 kilometers now. Alright, so number one, so this one has something to do with the aircon. Alright, so at night, right, when I turn on the aircon, right, somehow the middle area of the windshield, right, actually fogs up. So it becomes misty, and that actually blocks my my dash cam. So it blocks the view because it blurs out the vision. So the dash cam, when I look at it, the footage is fully blurred out, so you can't see anything. So that has to do with the dashboard, the middle of the dashboard. There's this vent that basically blows air directly up on the windscreen itself. I'm not sure how can you turn that off, because I can't actually find the settings inside where you can turn off. It just turns on automatically, and it's not always. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And one thing that is really cool, right, is that if you update Waze to its latest version, right, you can actually access Waze and put it on the instrumental cluster display right in front of you, in front of the steering wheel. So normally you always display it on the infotainment screen, right, on the left side. It's nice to have the one in the middle here, because yeah, it looks kind of cool as well. Another thing would be, I think I've mentioned a few times and you guys should probably know already, is that getting in and out of the car, because this car is so low, right, for you to get in and out of the car, it's actually not easy, especially when you're parked next to another car which is very close to you. When you open the door, you have to be careful that not to hit, you know, your door to the car, so you have to open a bit. When you climb out, it's a bit hard, okay, because the door cut on this car is actually quite thick. It sticks out quite a lot, it protrudes out. So yeah, then your leg will actually hit on the side of the door card. Yeah, which is kind of normal, but you have to get used to it. And the back seat, so once you sit inside, you're actually sitting very low down, okay, it actually goes in. Yeah, it's actually comfortable, but just that getting in and out of the car may be a problem, okay. Now if you want a nice car that does the same thing, definitely get the X1, because I have an X1 at home, and that car drives way better in terms of comfort. Handling wise, this car is still better when you drive fast, but in terms of comfort, that car is so nice to drive, okay? It's so, you know, the field of vision is much higher, the steering wheel return is much lighter. When even the indicator stock, right, you just don't need much effort. You can actually just turn on the signal. Remember to use the signal, guys, okay? And getting in at the car is easy. It looks good as well with all the latest technology on the car, which this car doesn't have. Okay, so yeah, but personally, I don't mind sacrificing all those for, you know, the looks of this car, because this is literally my dream car. Alright, now the other day, right, I drove this car to Publica. Okay, then after that, when I drove through all the shops, right, in between the shops, and then after that, there's a reflection there. When I looked to my right, I saw the reflection of my own car, right? I was like, wow, it's literally a jaw-dropping moment, because I'm sure you guys can relate, right, that being able to see your own car reflection of glass, right, or mirror, right, yeah, you feel very excited, because we don't often get to see our cars from outside, because most of the time you're inside driving, so we don't know how it looks or when it's on the move. Alright, so I did this video, I go back another round, I filmed the video of me, my reaction with that one, and the video has gotten over 4 million views on Instagram, which is crazy. It shows that how much you guys can able to relate actually to the same feeling that, yeah, as me. So yeah, it's really fun. It's these kind of things that actually make me enjoy this car a lot, okay? Another thing would be that the range on this car, the fuel consumption of this car is surprisingly good, guys. So this car, right, I pump full tank, alright, and then if I do 70% highway and 30% city driving, can you guess how much range I've gotten out of this car? Almost 800 kilometers, guys. So normally 800 kilometers you can get it either on a diesel car or on a hybrid car, but for this car, yeah, you can go 800. I will assume you can go higher if you do mostly highway driving. You can go around 850 to 900. I've not tried it yet, but I assume it's possible to do that. So the fuel consumption I've gotten will be 7 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not bad for a BMW, okay? Because this car is huge, it's heavy, alright, big engine. Yeah, so for 7 liters per 100 km, 800 kilometers for a full tank, right? Yeah, I'm really satisfied with this car. Okay, so we're almost arriving at Sentul Depot. So let's park up, see the venue. I'm going to show you everything they have inside. Alright, it's so exciting. Let's go inside and see what they have. So you can see now all the M cars are currently parking up. Alright, take a look at that. Ooh, look at this. One of my favorite cars, the E46 M3. Alright, F82. As you walk inside, just take a look at the sheer size of the space here. Alright, then you can see all the cars currently lined up right there. So I assume those are the test drive units. Yeah, you have all the 3 series here. Okay, so let's head towards that way. I think that's where the main event is. So this right here is the entrance. Alright, so you have to go through registration first before entering into there. That's the main hall. Just take a look at the place, guys. Yeah, it looks so cool, right? The design, it's so old school, but it fits so well. Check this out, guys. As you enter, you are immediately greeted by a lineup of the entire 3 series generations beautifully presented here. You got the E21, which looks tiny in comparison to today's cars. It has 2 doors and it definitely has a charm, doesn't it? And you got the E30, which is a very popular car which people likes to collect because of its iconic design, engaging driving experience, and relatively accessible price point for a classic BMW. Moving on to the E36, which has a boxy shape, drives well, it has good suspension and engine with a rear-wheel drive layout. And then it comes to the E46, which is my favorite 3 series, but I prefer the pre-LCI M3 with the different headlights. Now the stance it gives with the wide fender arches, it looks so aggressive. And then you have the E90, which my family used to own. I remember when I was young and someone told me what car has the most aggressive taillights, and I would say this car. Then goes to the F30, one of my favorite modern day BMWs, and the looks doesn't age at all. And at the end of the lineup, we have these 2 G20s taking center stage. The one on the left is a 330i finished in this stunning blue, and the one on the right is the main highlight of the show. It's a 50th anniversary M340i edition. Only 50 units were made and it's only for us here in Malaysia. And what's really cool about this car is that it comes with a 50th anniversary logo on the B pillar. It has the 50th anniversary metal plaque on the center console cover. Get these beautiful red color seats, which looks darker in person. You also get the armrest finish in Alcantara. and a new design to the steering wheel with a 12 o'clock pinstripe, a flat bottom and hollowed out sections below. It is just limited to 50 units and it costs 397,000, which is 11,000 more over the regular M340i. Okay, and we're finally done with the event. What an event that was, guys. Yeah, the venue they put, right, this place, it's so comfortable. It's not like, you know, like a lot of places where you go for launches, it's very dark, it's very, you know, enclosed. This one, it's so spacious, so airy, you know, it's air conditioned, you have a lot of light, you have those bricks, yeah, the orange bricks, very nice. You have trees inside as well. Yeah, you basically have everything inside, like say coffee, pastries, all right? The people there are very friendly as well. So I've gotten this, ta-da, look, a tote bag, BMW, so you can able to customize to whatever stickers you want to put. So you can put all the stickers here. Yeah, it's very nice. And thanks to those who actually reach out to me as well, because yeah, I didn't know. I'm still, until today, if someone come up to me and say I watch your videos, I'm really still, like, you know, surprised. Yeah, because it's a very the kind of feeling, you know, when someone knows you, right? Thank you so much for reaching out, and I really had a nice chat with a lot of you guys out there. Okay, so yeah, now I'm driving the 3 Series back. So the event itself, I would say it's very nice, okay? They are very welcoming. Now that is one of the reasons why I love the 3 Series, okay? Because it's a BMW, and BMW takes good care of you, alright? So let's say you have a lot of events, all those, they invite you, so you go to these events together. You have a car meeting, car group, which goes together, alright? Like-minded people join together, so which makes everything so much more memorable. Now I spoke to one of the person there, right, and what he said is actually kind of true. Nowadays, right, all the cars are going towards electrification, and you know, the cars are all getting more and more comfortable, spacious. You can't really find cars like this 3 Series nowadays that is, yes, it's, you know, it's not that practical in terms of getting in and out of the car. The space, you got the central tunnel which sticks out at the back, so which limits the amount of people can sit behind. You can only sit 2% comfortably, but all these characteristics is more towards catered, you know, to us car guys who love sporty driving. Because nowadays all the cars, like if let's say going 5 Series, those are all going towards comfort, but this one, it stayed true to its essence, you know, to its ethos, which is not too big, not too small, it's sporty, but at the same time you have 4 doors, you have space at the back, and you have a boot space. Yeah, so nowadays this is more like a dying breed, which is why this kind of cars we really need to appreciate, because in the future I think all the cars will be more, you know, electrification, right? It's massive, it's huge, not much emotion already. And so to answer your question, have I regretted buying the 3 Series? You definitely would know the answer. It's nope. I've not regretted a single bit. But having this kind of car also helps you in terms of, you know, it gives you more business opportunity, you meet more people, more connection, all right? And also, you paid for what you get for everything. This car, you know, I just love every single thing about it, right? Especially its look. So if you guys are planning to buy a 3 Series, then just go ahead, guys. Just go ahead. It's definitely worth your money. And yep, I think that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, and share your friends. And I shall catch you guys next time. Ciao.